Hey everybody, welcome to Did You Hear About This? I'm Bill.
I'm Scott.
What's going on today?
Not a whole lot.
It's an early morning recording again.
Early like Sunday morning. It's one of these Sunday jobs where everything's just off a little bit.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just not used to recording on Sundays, I don't think.
I don't think I'm good at doing anything in the mornings anymore.
Okay.
Like I told you, I'm out of it this morning. I'm drinking this coffee to try to wake myself up, but I think it's allergy related.
Yeah, maybe. It's getting warm and everything's blooming and all the animals are out. It's definitely springtime.
I heard the birds all morning. Tweet, 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 tweet. I was like, oh, man. That means the allergies are coming.
Yeah, no, I was up this morning already. I made coffee, took the dog for a walk, had some coffee on the side porch, did a story for today's show. So I've been functional. I've been productive. It's just the idea of recording, editing, getting it out to you people tomorrow morning.
At 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
They drop at 6 a.m.
So we're on the clock.
We're on the clock, yeah.
What's new with you?
Tried to watch the new Jurassic Park last night.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, have you seen that yet?
No, had no interest.
Yeah, either did I, but I was like, I gotta see it. I've seen all of them. I might as well continue the trend and watch this thing.
Did it suck you in?
Not at all. Not at all.
Did you finish it?
I didn't come close to that.
So you got the gist and you punched out.
Once I saw the first dinosaur, I was like, okay, I'm good.
I think Chris Pratt ruined Jurassic Park for me.
Really?
I think so. I just didn't care.
I think just too many sequels ruined it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care at all. It was painful to get through. I saw 20 minutes of it.
It really is the exact same plot every single movie.
Every fucking time.
Yeah.
It's the same movie.
Life finds a way.
The only one that was any way somewhat different was part 2, where Jeff Goldblum was the main character and they had to go rescue a kid at the island, knowing that the island was bad. It wasn't like, oh, this island's going to be nice, and then something goes wrong, and then all the dinosaurs come out.
Yeah.
We'll say aliens. Then all the dinosaurs come out. That one there, like they knew, like we shouldn't go to this island, but they had to rescue a kid that was, parasailing?
I barely remember that one. I remember they had dinosaurs in New York or something like that.
They came to L.A., but that was because the T-Rex was brought back on a boat and it broke out of the boat. The boat just crashes into the dock and then next thing you know, he busts out of the cargo hold.
There's always something.
Always something. But it's always like InGen doing something to make money on their DNA. It's really Frankenstein told in a different way, you know? Don't fuck with science, don't play God. That's what this is all about.
Yeah.
Mary Shelley had this right back in the, 1880s?
I just don't know how many more they are going to try to make because I guess the thing made a little bit of money.
Well, I was going to say, let me ask you, did this thing make money? Because if it did, then they're going to try again.
Yeah. And then I thought it was weird, too. It was on Netflix. So Netflix was like, we got to have the new Jurassic Park. So how much money do you think Netflix spent to get the rights to this movie?
I mean, it's a Universal Studios IP.
So what does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't think that's usual for Netflix. Yeah, Netflix usually has their own stuff. They don't generally have movies they didn't put together.
Yeah, I mean, that is their new business model. It hasn't been since the day of mailing out DVDs did they mail out the newest titles to be released.
Right. That's weird now that you say that. I didn't really make that connection. But you got to think, it's like Netflix is like, all right, we need Jurassic Park to get more subscribers. Is that why they felt like they had to bid for this movie?
I don't know. Now that they're bought out by Skydance, do they even care about that? I don't know.
Well, Netflix ain't bought up by Skydance.
Oh, right. They are still standalone. Okay, never mind. I take that back.
I know, the whole thing is confusing.
Well, I'm still used to how it was supposed to play out, originally announced, but now it's Skydance and now they bought out Warner Brothers. Yeah. Right, okay.
It's hard to keep up with everything. The world moves too fast.
Not in this timeline.
No. Not in this multiverse.
So, thumbs down on the new Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Just completely neutral because it did nothing for you.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad. It was just nothing.
That's pretty bad to me.
Yeah, I know, but it could be bad. Like those movies where you're like, oh, that was awful. Poorly written, poorly acted, poorly everything. This is just like, I don't care.
Yeah, it was an I don't care.
So that's a little bit better than bad, right?
Right.
Although maybe bad at least makes you feel something.
So I watched another movie this over the weekend. It was called Shocker. You ever heard of Shocker? It was an 80s horror movie. It was like 1989. Directed and written by Wes Craven, who did so many good movies.
I can almost see a movie box of this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a guy who's on a death row. He gets shocked.
Yes, he was in the electric chair, but it didn't kill him. So he got revenge. It was a revenge story, is what it was.
And he can travel through electric outlets and things like that, through TVs. And
I remember this trailer.
Oh, it was horrible. It took me 3 nights to get through this thing. And I remember being a kid
Why
and
did you
loving
keep going
this.
back?
Because I loved it as a kid.
You were trying to rekindle the magic. Then.
Yeah. It's got all hair metal soundtrack going on. I was like, I got to watch Shocker again. I haven't seen Shocker. I remember it being great.
What put this back on your radar? It just popped up on your feed?
Yeah, we were watching clips of Headbangers Ball.
Okay.
On YouTube. And one of the videos from the movie comes on. I'm like, Shocker. Yeah, that's great. Amy, we got to watch Shocker. And I see her eyes roll to the back of her head.
Did she know what it was?
No.
Oh, okay.
She didn't really stay tuned in.
So her eye roll was based purely on your excitement for what this was going to become.
She was like, I know what this is going to be.
I fell for this before.
But yeah, that even took me 3 nights to get through.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you kept going back.
Because I wanted to finish it. But I'm not going to try to finish this Jurassic Park. I think I'm done.
Yeah. So the nostalgia for Shocker was stronger than the nostalgia for Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
Barely. Whatever.
Shit, man.
Well, we had a celebrity death we should talk about.
Yeah, this was, I can't say surprising. I mean, he was up there, but a man who you thought could never die.
That's right. Chuck Norris. How old was he?
78, I want to say.
Is that what it was? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I've got some information about him, which I could share if you'd like to hear it.
Holy shit, he was 86.
Oh, wow.
That's an even better run. Chuck Norris, actor and martial arts legend, dies at 86.
Yeah. I love Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
You want to know some things about Chuck Norris?
I would, because I know little. I know what I know, but his career had to be bigger than what my scope of it was.
Did you know that Chuck Norris's Gmail account was gmail@chucknorris.com?
Shut up. Is this that bullshit? Is that what you're going to do to me?
When God said, "Let there be light," Chuck Norris said, "Say please."
Oh my God.
Did you know that? If Chuck Norris were to travel to an alternate dimension in which there was another Chuck Norris and they both fought, they both win. Did you know that?
Jesus Christ.
Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer, but unfortunately he never cries. Since 1940, the year Chuck Norris was born, roundhouse kick related deaths have increased 13,000%.
That's a good one.
I like this one. Chuck Norris does not sleep. He waits.
Yes.
He waits. Chuck Norris recently had the idea to sell his pee as a canned beverage. It's now called Red Bull. Chuck Norris can dribble a bowling ball. Chuck Norris can speak Braille.
This is like the world's most interesting man type thing.
Yeah. Chuck Norris once shot an enemy plane down with his fingers by yelling bang.
It's like a real Delta Force type thing.
Chuck Norris's calendar goes straight from March 31st to April 2nd because no one fools Chuck Norris.
Oh, boy.
Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice. I got one more. Chuck Norris can do a wheelie on a unicycle.
Can't everybody? Isn't that the definition of a wheelie?
A wheelie on a unicycle. I love those jokes. They were like, that felt like early 90s. No, these jokes weren't that old.
They are pretty. This was like around the time of Walker, Texas Ranger.
When was that?
90s.
Okay.
Like there was this brief period in television where it was like the greatest shows on television were Xena Warrior Princess, Kevin Sorbo's Hercules. And Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh, the good old days. Yeah. Doesn't seem that long ago, but yeah, these jokes were huge.
Baywatch was thrown in there too.
These jokes were huge. They were the funniest thing on the internet.
Underneath Chuck Norris's beard is not a chin, but another fist. Well, even Brother Dan sent us one when he tried to break the news to us, like we weren't going to hear that Chuck Norris died. So something like, did Chuck Norris die or did death Chuck Norris?
Oh, I read that. I didn't get it.
Yeah, it was bad. It was one of the worst ones.
Now that you say it, I was like, oh, okay. It had to be said out loud for me to get.
Read it did not communicate. It has to be said out loud.
I thought he typoed.
You thought it was an autocorrect problem?
Yeah, I did.
No, that's what he was going for.
Well, I got a quick game here, a Chuck Norris
Oh,
game.
I thought that was the game. I thought I was supposed to guess.
No.
Okay.
No. There's a game that I put together that I don't know how well this is going to go.
Well,
But it's
we're
10
about to find out.
It's 10 Chuck Norris movies and 4 fake ones.
Oh,
So you got to tell me what you think the fake Chuck Norris movies are.
he's been in some clunkers.
And they all have the same kind of title,
Of course they do.
which made this more fun.
He was in some canon films.
Yeah.
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 Like a lot of his films were canon films, the ones I'm aware of.
Some of his classic ones, yeah.
Right. All right.
You want to play this?
Yeah,
You
let's
wanna
see.
try
How
this?
good idea.
All right. First one is The Way of the Dragon.
Okay, so this is like Enter the Dragon, but not. Okay, just go ahead.
Was he in it? Yes or no?
Yes.
That is true. He played Colt, a martial arts enforcer hired to protect a restaurant in Rome from gangsters. His loyalties are tested when he faces the legendary Bruce Lee in a showdown inside the Coliseum.
Yeah, that really happened.
So this was like I think this is the first showing of Chuck Norris. And I always heard that the fight that he had with Bruce Lee in that movie was real.
Yes.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I went through a whole phase of Bruce Lee movies. And when we got to that one, I was like, oh, it's Chuck fucking Norris. And that fight, it was long, but it was a great fight scene. One of the best.
We have a friend who has a brush with Chuck Norris type story.
Who's that?
For confidentiality purposes, I will withhold the name, but we both work with an individual who we both find comical in the way they carry themselves, who has a stepfather who was a martial artist who fought Chuck Norris.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Does his name start with an R?
His name starts with a B.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do you think it's a true story?
Who the fuck knows with that guy?
He was known to make shit up.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I want to know more about that.
That's about it. But he wasn't shy. I'm surprised you haven't heard this already.
No.
Maybe you did and you were like, yeah, okay, buddy.
Yeah, I might have forgotten.
Yeah. Yeah. He was not shy about sharing that story.
How
But
about-
yeah, this thing about Bruce Lee is absolutely true. I've seen that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
All those movies were good. How about Lone Wolf McQuaid?
It sounds bad enough to be real. Give me the synopsis and then let me tell you if...
A rogue Texas Ranger and lone wolf battles a ruthless armed smuggler. Equal parts modern Western and martial arts action with a famous scene where McQuaid drives his truck out of a buried grave.
I'm going to say true.
It's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
God damn it.
How about The Octagon?
Based on the title alone, I'm going to say fake.
This one's real. He plays Scott James, a retired karate champion who uncovers a secret ninja training camp that is supplying mercenaries to terrorist organizations. He infiltrates the camp to dismantle it from within.
Do we have years on when these movies came out?
I had them, but I deleted
Oh.
it so I could fit all this on one sheet of paper.
Okay.
Damn it.
That feels like an 80s thing, an early 80s thing.
Yeah,
Late
that-
70s, early 80s.
That was, I think, a canon one.
Okay, I
Yeah.
think so. It seems right.
How about Invasion USA?
How many are there total?
10
And 3 or 4 are fake.
plus 4. So 14
Oh.
total.
So this one, Invasion USA. It sounds hokey enough to be like, yeah, this is real.
Yeah, it's real. This is what I remember kicking around as a kid. A retired CIA operative is drawn back into action when a Soviet-backed terrorist mastermind launches a coordinated guerrilla assault across American suburbia. Hunter wages a one-man war to stop him. That's his name, Matt Hunter.
So, were any of these movies deemed good at the time, or it was just another Chuck Norris vehicle?
I don't know. They were everywhere on VHS. Like, everybody I know who owned VHS tapes had Chuck Norris movies.
So would Chuck Norris have been a big deal if not for home video?
I don't know. I think home video is probably how he made most of his money.
That's how I saw him.
Because I don't think people are going to the theater to see Invasion USA.
No. Then again, this is back in the day when there weren't multiplexes. It was like, that's the movie that's there. That's you're going to the movies. That's what you're watching.
Yeah.
You know?
How about this one? The Last Commando.
This is real.
This one's fake. I
Is
made
it?
this one up.
It felt
Yeah.
real.
It felt real, right. Well, that's how I was trying to trick you.
Well, you did it.
How about the Delta Force?
Oh, I know the
Yeah,
Delta Force.
You know that one.
Delta Force 2 as well.
I think they even made a third one.
Did they?
I can't remember. Based loosely on real events. Really? Delta Force operatives rescue hostages from a hijacked airliner He plays a character named Major Scott McCoy. McCoy leads a daring raid against Lebanese terrorists in a high-octane action climax.
See, then I must know Delta Force 2, where he was a POW that was shot down. I remember they put a bag over his head with a rat in it to torture him, and he bit the rat to death.
Oh, my God, did he?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They pulled the bag off of his head, and he had the rat, he bit the rat. And I was like, unbelievable.
Nice.
This guy.
How about An Eye for an Eye?
See, now I'm afraid that it's a bad title, but a lot of it's, let's say, true.
It is true. He plays Sean Kane. A San Francisco cop quits the force after his partner is murdered by a drug kingpin. He goes rogue, using his martial arts skills to pursue the cartel on his own terms outside the law.
Dude, that is Samurai Cop.
Yeah, it is
That's the
Samurai
exact
Cop.
same synopsis as Samurai Cop.
How about Silent Justice?
No, that's fake.
That's a fake one. How about Forced Vengeance?
Yeah, that's real.
That's real. He plays Josh Randall, a Vietnam vet working casino security in Hong Kong, watches his employers get murdered by the mob. He refuses a buyout and wages a brutal one-man fight against the crime syndicate.
Wait a minute. So in this story, his bosses get killed. He's a security guard. And then it's up to him to decide whether or not he's going to accept a buyout or not? He takes over the casino?
He refuses the buyout.
In what world does the security... everybody gets killed to the point where the security guy is now in charge of
Right.
it. Get the fuck out of here.
You're last man standing. You own the
That's
casino.
right.
How about The Eliminator?
Oh. That sounds a lot like The Equalizer. I'm going to say fake for this one.
You're doing good. Yeah,
Yeah?
that was bogus.
Okay.
How about Yellow-Faced Tiger?
Yes. You wouldn't have made that up.
Yeah, that's real. Yellow-Faced Tiger. Also known as Slaughter in San Francisco, the Hong Kong co-production features Norris as a crooked cop targeted by a martial artist seeking justice for his partner's death.
So he's a bad guy in this one.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever played a bad guy. Other than this, I've never seen him in anything where he's the bad guy.
That's a good point.
How about Good Guys Wear Black?
Yes.
Yes, that's real. He plays John T. Booker. A former Vietnam commando discovers his entire Black Tigers unit was secretly betrayed and slated for assassination by U.S. officials.
Ooh.
He investigates a political conspiracy that reaches deep into Washington.
Espionage.
How about Codename Ranger?
I'm going to say fake for this one.
You're doing great.
Really?
That's the last fake one.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right. And then the last movie I got on the list is Sidekicks. Do you remember that? He plays himself in it.
Oh, does he?
A bullied asthmatic boy daydreams of fighting alongside Chuck Norris. When a real martial arts teacher takes him under his wing, the fantasy and reality converge at a karate tournament. Sidekicks.
Get out of here.
I think that was a 90s movie.
I think it
Yeah.
was. I do remember that one.
Well, there you have it. You played the game very well.
I did pretty good.
You did great.
Some of it was just, it was a lot. It was all guessing for the most part, but yeah.
I love those plot lines.
Can you name another movie where Chuck Norris played himself?
Dodgeball.
A true underdog story.
I forgot he was in that until I was writing up notes for this game.
Fucking Chuck Norris.
What was he in the movie? I don't
He
remember.
was the judge of the dodgeball tournament. Remember, William Shatner was the MC, and then when they came back in, under the Average Joes forfeited because Vince Vaughn didn't show up on time.
Okay.
And he did show up, and they were like, let him play, let him play. So I had to go to the judges, and the first judge was like, thumbs up. And then the second judge was like, thumbs down. And then Chuck Norris was the last judge, and he gave the thumbs up.
Oh, nice.
So then when Ben Stiller's character lost, at the end he got big and fat from no longer going to the gym and eating a bucket of chicken off of his fat bastard type chest. And he was like, fucking Chuck Norris.
Nice. Well, what did you look up? You brought something to the show.
I did. This is what I was working on this morning here while I was enjoying my coffee al fresco. When I say the name Afroman, what comes to mind for you?
That song about getting high.
Would you be referring to 2000's Because I Got High?
Because I got high.
Because I got high. La, la, la.
The autobiographical tale, for those that don't recall, where he was going to go to class, but then he got high.
Right. He was
And
part of the...
he could have cheated, and he could have passed, but then he got high.
Right.
It was very much the new wave. It was like the new Cheech and Chong, basically.
And I know it from Jay and Silent Bob movies.
Yes.
Or
yes.
one movie,
It was all
anyway.
part of that whole pro-marijuana. It was a glorious time, pre-September 11th. It was a time where things could be stupid and fun, and Because I Got High, which musically is a terrible song, could break the records. It was very much a summer banger of the summer of 2000.
Yeah. It was
Have you
everywhere.
heard- yeah. Have you heard anything about Afroman since?
I've seen him in the headlines, and I have no idea why. I paid no attention.
Have I got a story for you?
Good.
So he lives in Ohio. Ohio Sheriff Department, with a warrant, broke the gate of his house, busted his door down, and they are going in to search for, according to the warrant, narcotics and signs of him kidnapping someone. So they go in there and they are going through his clothes, they're going through his kitchen, they're opening up his fridge, they're doing all kinds of crazy shit. Now, I believe they do know this. There are cameras in there, security cameras, that are recording any movement inside the house. The reason I say I believe they know this is because they have flipped off the camera as they walked by it. No charges are ever brought against Afroman. They find nothing. Apparently, well, they found $5,000 in one of his suit jacket pockets that they confiscated, but no charges were ever brought against him for kidnapping or narcotics or anything like that. So Afroman, whose real name is Joseph Foreman, he basically went after the court and was like, look, you came in, you busted up my private property. I would like some retribution for the damage you did. I want my $5,000 back. And I guess they gave him back all of the $5,000 less $400. And I don't know why the $400. But I don't believe they helped him pay for the gate or pay for the door or anything like that. Afroman says that the $5,000 was from when he did a show with Snoop Dogg, which, again, part of that weed culture. He gave him $5,000 for doing the show. He stuck it in his suit pocket. Forgot he had it there. Like, goddamn, I wish I could find just $5,000 laying around I didn't know I had, you know? So, in lieu of getting any kind of financial retribution for the damages of his personal property, Afroman takes the videos of his security camera footage and he turns them into music videos and releases a series of music videos highlighting the Ohio Sheriff's Department and deputies, and puts it online and makes money to help pay for his damaged property.
Okay, I've seen some of those. Now I understand what those are.
Yes.
So it's footage from his security cameras.
Correct.
And he's rapping over them or singing over them.
Poorly, yes. But yes, exactly right.
All right.
In the series of music videos he releases, and there are such bangers as Are You Gonna Help Me Fix My Door? Lemon Pound Cake. Why You Disconnected My Security Cameras? And there was one called, I believe, Randy Walters is a Son of a Bitch. These get like a lot of views on YouTube and online, apparently. And he does make some money off of them.
How?
I don't know. I don't know if it's ads. I don't know how he monetized this. I don't think he released them on like Apple Music or anything like that. But I'm sorry, this happened in the year 2020. 2022 hits, and 9 of these sheriff's deputies sue Afroman for unauthorized use of likeness, defamation, emotional scarring or emotional turmoil, distress, I think it was. And this court verdict, and the reason you're seeing him in the headlines right now is this court verdict just came back 3 days ago, earlier this week. And Afroman won. They found in favor of the defendant.
Interesting. Okay.
So Afroman is, of course, and this is being lauded as a huge step for First Amendment rights and freedom of speech. And basically the courts came back, same day verdict. So it's not like they were deliberating on this for a long time. Basically saying that, yeah, under the rights of parody and satire, he could use their likeness. Now, the funniest thing about this entire story isn't what happened or the music. The music is kind of funny. or even the verdict. The funniest thing is, in order to sue somebody for emotional distress, you have to sit on the stand and basically tell your story and be cross-examined and everything like that. So in these music videos, he kind of gave character names to each of these individuals, except for Randy Walters, who's a son of a bitch, but we'll get back to him later. He's used his real name. In one of the videos, a sheriff, I guess the sheriff, is walking by with his gun drawn, and he's walking through his kitchen, and under like a glass dome cake server, the sheriff's walking by, and he does like a double take looking at the cake server, like, oh, looks pretty good. So he gives this gentleman the moniker of Sheriff Pound Cake. And he comes out with this song called Lemon Pound Cake, sung to the tune of the Drifters' Under the Boardwalk. So again, musically, these songs are not good songs in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
So he's up there talking about how Mama's lemon pound cake looks so nice, makes the sheriff want to put down his gun and cut him a slice. So Sheriff Pound Cake has to take the stand. And while being questioned by the prosecutor, he says, now you've experienced some, you've been given the name Sheriff Pound Cake. You know, Mr. Foreman's called you Sheriff Pound Cake. And he was like, oh yeah, multiple times. And he was like, and that's caused you some emotional pain. He said, people have sent me hundreds of pound cakes to the sheriff's office, like to my attention. And I was like, well, how is that emotional? Like, you got free dessert for a year. I mean, that's not emotionally distressing. But like, it's this kind of ridiculous testimony and cross examinations and all this bullshit where it's just like, yeah, no wonder you didn't win this case. But my favorite one, getting back to Mr. Walters, Randy Walters is a son of a bitch. That's why I fucked his wife and got filthy rich. So the prosecutor says, you know, you've been called the son of a bitch, and that would be an opinion, correct? And he goes, well, yeah, I guess so. My mom's been dead for a couple of years now. Like, how are we going to prove your mom was a bitch if she was alive? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, my God.
And he goes, okay. And then the accusation that Mr. Foreman had sexual relations with your wife, that's fraudulent as well. And he goes, I don't know. So, like, by his own testimony, it's possible that the Afroman fucked this guy's wife.
It's crazy.
So this whole thing is just so off the wall. And like the whole time Afroman's there he's dressed like Don King. He has like these suits on there, like the American flag and like American flag lapels. And he's like, it's just so ridiculous.
He's wearing that in court?
Yeah, in court,
Wow.
in all the interviews since. He's made a complete ass out of the Ohio Sheriff's Department.
That's great.
Adams County Sheriff's Department it was.
Yeah. That's great. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, so in a huge victory for First Amendment rights and freedom of speech, Afroman has struck a blow for the masses.
And only made this more popular.
This has been going on for 4 years now. I mean, from the lawsuit was filed in 2022. The verdict just came out this week. I knew nothing about any of this.
Right.
I didn't even see these music videos until this verdict came out. So by them suing him, they were suing him for like $4 million or something ridiculous. So because they sued him and they tried to like push the issue, he brought more eyeballs to this. So if it was like emotionally distressing for them to have this out there, they only made it nationwide.
Well, imagine the pound cake deliveries coming now to this guy, to Sergeant Pound Cake.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. That's good. Great story.
It was definitely off the beaten path, but it should be more well known because it's just absurd.
That is absurd. All right, you want to do some news and then we'll get out of here?
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
I saw that coming from Deadline, Max Landis, who we talked about an episode
John
or two
Landis'
ago.
kid,
Yep. His G.I. Joe treatment is not moving forward at Paramount after all.
But are they moving forward with the one from Danny McBride?
Apparently that's still up in the air.
Okay. So this just in, Me Too maybe not over?
I don't think it's Me Too related, but so it says here from Deadline, we've heard that Landis's pitch was a grounded spy thriller vein, sans the classic G.I. Joe characters with a satirical adventure tone. Revitalized retail sales of G.I. Joe are essential for Paramount, hence the reason why they passed on the project. Typically, studios will get a share of retail sales, which are spurred by a feature franchise film on the big screen. One source says the studio didn't commit to the project due to its satirical, artistical tone. It had nothing to do with Landis's past. So there's your answer.
If you're trying to make a G.I. Joe movie and you don't have Snake Eyes in there,
I know,
you're
right?
a fucking dummy.
Yeah, we're going to make all new characters.
No.
Yeah, terrible idea. Terrible idea.
You have to have Scarlet, Lady J.
Gotta have Duke. Gotta have the Dreadnoughts or whatever they're called.
The Dreadnoughts, yeah.
Zartan. Destro. Gotta have Cobra Commander.
But which one do you go with? The bubble-headed one or the rag-faced one?
Oh, you do both. You start with one, end with the other.
Oh.
See, we ought to write this script.
It's like a real Jason type thing.
Right.
Baghead, then he finds the mask.
Well, it's in reverse, but yeah.
Right.
Who else are we missing?
There was a different Cobra Commander too, where his mask almost looked like the mask of a TIE fighter, like later on in the series.
That's right.
It was like silver.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was really later on. That was like when all the kids were going, all right, we're too old for this
It was
G.I.
like
Joe
92.
stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that now you say that. Well, just thought that was a little update from our past story.
Well, as we said originally, nobody wanted it anyway, so who cares? I don't mean who cares that you brought up the story. I mean who cares that it's going away and possibly not coming at all.
No, I wasn't offended until you clarified.
Who gives a shit, Bill? Nobody wants it anyway.
All right, what else do I got? That Spider-Man trailer that dropped.
Yeah, I watch that.
719 million global views. Beats Deadpool and Wolverine. People are way into this Spider-Man trailer.
I probably watched it 4 times.
Really? I watched it once.
Really?
And I thought, all right, looks okay.
So I kind of forgot everything about, this is ironic, I kind of forgot everything about the whole last movie, No Way Home? Or
right.
Where he did the whole Doctor Strange thing and nobody knows who he is.
Right.
Because I was like, what's going on? Because the roommate, and now he's like stalking Mary Jane.
Is it No Way Home or Far From Home or?
What's this one called?
Brand New Day.
Brand New Day. That's right. So I kind of forgot that nobody knew who he was going to be. And it seems like he's going through his life, and the Spider-Man thing's going great, but he's a loner doing his laundry with the Spider-Man mask, like going around the wash machine. But then he took some sort of serum. He meets up with Bruce Banner.
Right.
Took some kind of serum, and then he's looks like we're getting into like Man-Spider type territory here.
Right. And I'm like, okay, he's now got organic web shooters?
Yes. And he blacks out and wakes up in organic cocoons and shit.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
Yeah. Yeah, the entire apartment was just like covered in these organic webs. And I guess the organic webs are stronger than his synthetic webs were.
How do you know that?
That's how it was in the comics anyway.
Oh. And then they showed the Punisher was in there?
Punisher's in there. I do like John Barenthal's Punisher.
I thought that was crazy. We were talking about that the other day. So the Punisher points a gun or some kind of grenade launcher, some kind of big gun.
Yeah, out the window of his
van. And Spider-Man just kind of webs it up.
Yep.
And Punisher goes, fuck you, and shoots through it anyway.
It shoots him anyway.
And all of a sudden, Spider-Man goes flying because he just got nailed by some kind of projectile.
Yeah.
And he's fine.
He basically got shot and he's fine.
He's okay. He bounces right back.
It's all right. No big deal.
So the trailer definitely looks like it's got some secrets in it. Like they didn't show you a lot of things. I'm hoping this is one of those movies where we're actually going to go see it and be surprised.
So the Red Hand is in there, the Ninja Clan from Daredevil.
Right.
Which means that Daredevil has to be in there somewhere too.
Yeah.
So I think this can be like a team-up movie, and they digitally removed Daredevil from the scenes we saw.
Right. Did you notice, like, so in the last movie, they did this too in the trailer.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of bad guys jumping up. They had the Lizard, and they had Green Goblin, and then you see one Spider-Man.
Right. Because they digitally removed the Andrew Garfield and the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Right.
You can see, so yeah, and similarly in this trailer, there's like a still shot that I've seen online where the Red Hand ninjas are like jumping up like towards Spider-Man, but they're not all jumping up towards Spider-Man.
Right,
so there's like somebody that should be below where Spider-Man is swinging. Like there's like people like going towards that, like focused on that area too, which is just basically a picture of an apartment building.
Right.
And they're saying like, well, that's going to be Daredevil for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's somebody. But yeah, that's why I was saying I think they're secretly removing things out of this trailer to surprise you when you go to see the movie,
Also,
which is what they did in the last movie.
And also big names that are known to be in this movie were nowhere to be seen in this trailer. Like Sadie Sink was nowhere to be seen in this trailer.
Yeah, we don't know who she plays yet.
Right.
So they're still
that's
holding
a big
that.
reveal.
Yeah. So Daredevil, her. I wonder who else is supposed to be in this thing.
You know, they said Hulk was going to be in it. Are we going to see Hulk himself, or are we going to actually just see Bruce Banner and Ruffalo's playing Bruce Banner?
Oh, it better be the Hulk. I want to see the angry Hulk again.
Yeah.
I miss that guy. I hate the smart Hulk.
Yeah.
I can't stand that smart Hulk.
So, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm more excited for Spider Noir than I am for this.
Really?
Yeah, I think I am.
Holy shit. Oh, I didn't expect to hear those words.
I mean, part of it is I just didn't give a shit about the last Spider-Man movie, so I feel that this being a continuation of that is just like, okay, we're building on something I already don't really care about.
I just didn't like the depressing tone. It's like, this is depressed Spider-Man.
That was how this whole trailer was, you're right.
Right? It felt that way.
So the arc has to be like, oh, she's going to fall for him again anyway. He's going to get back with Mary Jane. Or do we go Gwen Stacy?
Yeah.
Is that where Sadie Sink's coming in?
Maybe that's who she plays.
I don't know.
I've heard that they think she's playing Jean Grey.
Yeah.
So they're bringing the X-Men into
They're
this
saying that this is
movie?
going to be like the introduction of mutants into Marvel.
Yeah, it could be. It's all speculation. Who the
I know.
fuck knows?
That's the other thing that's bothering me about this movie. You know, and honestly, the fact that we are going to the point where we are looking to see not what's in the trailer, but what's not in the trailer, and the people are doing these breakdown videos and all this, is this why we just don't give a shit about movies anymore? Are we like looking at the tiniest minutia and just taking any fucking fun we can out of this?
We're overanalyzing it.
Overanalyzing everything. I mean, wouldn't it be fun to go and be surprised and not be like, oh, that's where it's going to be. Is it going to happen? Like, that's not the mindset they could be going to this movie to watch. All for your fucking YouTube clicks?
Right. Yeah. All the videos that I see that are talking about theories for Endgame or whatever the new one's called,
Doomsday.
Yeah, like I'm avoiding that because I want to be surprised. I want to actually go to these movies and not expect something to happen.
Yeah, but good luck.
Well, it worked for Wolverine and Deadpool. There was a lot of scenes in there that I didn't know was gonna happen.
You probably enjoy the movie better because of it.
Because of it, yeah. So as long as I keep my eyes away from YouTube and all the screen crushes and all those new rock stars,
yeah.
Then maybe I'll be able to watch this movie and be surprised by some things. Because usually when they're doing their breakdowns, they guess it right.
I know.
That's been my experience with watching those breakdown shows.
I still question how much is guessing and how much there's leaks.
Yeah, that's true.
And the other thing about comic book based movies is that they're not writing this shit brand new. Like, there is inspiration from books that have existed for sometimes decades.
Right. And I'm not a huge reader of the comics anymore, so.
And you know what sucks? When they guess wrong, sometimes what they guess would have been a better story than the bullshit that we actually get. The whole thing with Mephisto supposedly being in Agatha all along would have been a great fucking storyline.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get that. It was like, oh, that was kind of like a letdown that we didn't get that.
Yeah, I still never watched that.
You don't bother. You won't like it.
It's not my cup of tea, witches.
It's not for you.
So maybe I'll end with this third story here from Variety. Did you hear about this? Val Kilmer resurrected by AI to star in As Deep as the Grave, a movie.
What?
Yeah, so we've been talking about how long will it take until Hollywood finally uses generative AI in their movies. They're finally doing it in this movie with Val Kilmer.
Is he okay with this? Did he sign off on this before he passed?
Well, he really wanted to do the movie according to his family. So his estate was like, listen, he wanted to be in this thing. He couldn't do it. So we're okaying.
Okay, well, then that would be the only people I could think of that would sue.
Yeah, so even though he didn't shoot a single scene, Voorhees, I don't think that's Jason Voorhees, I guess that's the director, has been able to realize his vision of having Kilmer in the ensemble by using state-of-the-art generative AI, and he's done it with the cooperation of the late actor's estate and his daughter Mercedes.
Who's putting this out?
I don't think this is a big budget
I was
production.
going to say this is probably some art house. Like, if this was coming out from like NBC Universal, you've been hearing all about this.
Yeah.
There'd be out like backlash.
Right. This is probably
This is like something small where it's like, okay, the 500 people that watch this, who cares?
So, quote, his family kept saying how important they thought the movie was and that Val really wanted to be part of this, says Voorhees. He really thought it was an important story that he wanted his name on. It was that support that gave me the confidence to say, okay, let's do this. Despite the fact that some people might call it controversial, this is what Val wanted.
Okay.
So, you know, with the way, and I was saying when we were talking about that Beggar's Canyon and talking about Sword and all the stuff, I mean, that's the technology they're going to use. And they've got a shot in the article here. I'll show it to you. Like, that's an AI picture right there of Val Kilmer in the movie.
Okay.
So, does it look like him? Yeah, I guess.
He plays a priest?
I mean, that's what it looks like. He's wearing a priest garb there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, legacy-wise, it would be something to be said if, like, the last movie that's in your filmography was Top Gun Maverick, and you went out on a high note, and now they're going to put you in God knows what. You know? There's just stands a chance to tarnish that last thing.
I wonder, I had this thought. What if the family's like, that went well. You want him in anything else?
Exactly right.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Still milking that cash cow.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can rent Val with my permission, says the daughter.
Sure.
As long as you pay me handsomely.
Yeah, I just feel... Did he will his likeness rights to his family to be doing this through the estate?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, yeah, they're the ones that would have the rights to sue you, but at the other side of that coin, do they have the rights to approve? Or it's just by not suing? Like, do they have the rights to profit on the likeness of someone that you just happen to be related to?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or the prodigy of? That's such a weird thing.
Yeah, it's a very weird thing. But if one, you know, this starts the domino effect, right? If one family estate does it, then what other ones are going to start doing it?
Do you remember back in the late 1990s when Pepsi used Ray Charles' likeness in a Pepsi commercial after Ray Charles passed away?
Yeah, I do kind of remember that.
And people lost their mind over that?
Right.
It was like just in bad taste?
Right. This is that. But if the family says, oh, he wanted to do this, it's like, really? How do you prove that?
Exactly right. Who's to say otherwise? I don't know. It's like willing and you know, giving as part of your inheritance your likeness rights is probably going to be the new thing.
Yeah, maybe this is the first domino to fall. Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't know. I read that and I was like, I got to bring that to the show.
If he would have been signed on to that project and been working on it when he passed, like similar to what happened with Carrie Fisher when she was filming that Star Wars movie when she passed. Yeah, they used film already shot to finish her out and finish out that movie. But I don't think this is that.
No, he had throat cancer. He couldn't even talk. They're using a fake voice of his as well.
Yeah.
It's not even just his physical likeness. It's the voice of him before he had throat cancer.
Right.
So it's not like he filmed anything.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, this isn't finishing out. This isn't Brandon Lee in The Crow.
Right.
You know, this isn't anything like that. This is just a brand new project that he auditioned for. What?
Maybe. Or he said, I was interested in being in it. I don't know.
That's a weird thing, man. I don't know how I feel about it. Well, if anything, God forbid, should happen between now and next week, you have enough of my audio. You can keep going with my voice if you want, Bill.
Use those AI tools. All right. You heard it here, guys.
There you go. Or did I really say that, or did Bill just put that together as part of my already existing catalog of voices?
Right, I just punched it in.
That's right.
Punched it into the edit.
Yes. You can't use my voice, Bill.
See, he sounded just like him.
Well, if I come back sounding like R2-D2 or like some chopped up bad edit, you know what happened. Tune in next week to find out. We'll see you then.